Do I need to be in the camera?
If you want to be in. It's going to record everything, just letting you know. People, that's what I want. I don't see anyone else on, but we're just going to go ahead and head on into the lesson information. Keep everything here. Uniforms. Might need to charge that. Great. Okay then. Load faster. There we go. Okay, that's not... How do you open it? No.
Jesus.
Is it this? View. Oh, slideshow, right there.
Yeah.
There we go. Then I can share that window. That way it gets recorded. Okay. So this is the 1 or 2 uniforms. Be like if you do this one and get into level 2, I'll update it so that you get the credit for level 2 for this one, just because it covers everything.
Nice.
So you're gonna understand uniform operations, minimum uniform requirements for members. Members will understand options for acquiring your uniform, which you already have. And you will understand where to find more information regarding uniform and how to wear them. Also, if it'll load, yeah, that tracks. Oh, come on, load. There we go. Discuss the importance of proper uniform wear to the image, which pretty sure since you were prior military, you've got that. Explain purpose and function of uniform. Describe various uniform combinations commonly worn within CAP. Distinguish among proper times to wear CAP uniforms. Demonstrate basic knowledge of where to look for information on uniform and decoration wear. And discuss various sites where you can get the uniforms. Also, recognize the similarities between customs and CP and members of the branch in which you served. Recognize the differences between forms of address utilized by CAP and members of the branch, the Army. Recognize the differences between grade abbreviations, CAP and Army. All right. And last one, this is for if you are cadet, which you weren't. But since you have a cadet, might as well go over it anyways.
Yep.
Discuss primary differences between cadet and uniforms worn by senior members. Discuss the weight and grooming requirements to wear USAF style uniforms. Finally,
What?
Oh,
you did?
177 pounds.
Nice, congratulations.
Finally. Identify uniform variations that cadets may wear which are not allowed for wear by senior members, and uniforms that senior members may wear which are not allowed for wear. Also common transitions. As a senior member, what is your role in ensuring proper uniform wear?
First and foremost, wearing it properly yourself. Example. Set the example.
Yep. What questions must you ask yourself when faced with a member wearing the uniform improperly? You see some team member that's wearing it improperly.
What questions
What-
would
what-
I ask myself?
Correct.
If I see
Let's
someone
say
else?
this random senior member is wearing their blazer name tag on their aviator shirt at an encampment.
I might ask, is there a special situation to do that in the encampment?
Okay, that's a
I
good question.
don't know what else
actually.
I would, yeah. Because, I'm pretty new to all this, so
Something I would
that
ask
doesn't
myself.
sound right.
Right. Something I would ask myself is, does it look like the senior member would care if I tried correctly?
Oh, yeah.
Or is this the right situation
Yeah.
in which to approach them to try to correct their
Yeah.
incorrect wear of the uniform?
Okay.
So why do we have uniforms? From your experience, is camouflaging for survival.
That's kind of a secondary
So-
thing.
Okay.
Because 90% of the time we're in a
In base.
yeah
Safe.
we're in can't think of the word right now, but we're not in a war zone.
Right.
So the camouflage is just a bonus, and long before we had camouflage, we still had uniforms.
Right.
So the biggest thing is it sets us apart from other nations, other armies or militaries, other countries. It sets us apart from civilians. Sets us apart from, so it makes us more cohesive units, and it also provides a uniform way to
know who your
to know
friends
who
are.
who things are. It provides discipline. It's a way to provide discipline and pride and identifies individually as like what status you are. Your name has, because it has your name tag
Right.
and your rank on it, so it shows your name and status as well as what units you are. So it has like you have your
Where
unit
you
badges
belong.
in there, where you belong, and
Yeah.
And also in the military, it makes it a lot easier to identify people who are trying to infiltrate. Because somebody comes in and their uniform's all jacked up.
That's a good point. It's a big red flag.
It makes you think,
Almost literally.
well, who's this guy? Like you see somebody in the military, he comes in like with it's like a captain officer rank.
Mhm.
And his name tag's on the wrong side, and or something that any soldier or airman would know, and you'd be like, okay, that's not right.
Yeah.
Like this guy does not belong here.
That's a good point. I like that.
So that's another reason, and that's what That's why you'll see on a lot of movies and stuff, you'll never see, there's always something wrong with the uniform in movies.
Actually, with Stranger Things, the uniform for the colonel, or major,
There's
was
probably something wrong. There's usually, I've never seen a movie where there wasn't something wrong. It might be something subtle. Sometimes it's something blatant, but every uniform I've ever seen in the movies or TV shows, there's always something that doesn't look right.
Okay. Where can you find uniform information? Obviously, you found your uniform.
The regulation, information.
The information. So
it's probably the cap regulation. I don't know what it is, like 60-3.
Not close.
Okay, I don't know that.
39-1.
39-1.
39.
I know the Army one.
Yeah, that's
but so that doesn't.
If you go anywhere like on Reddit or on the CAP Discord,
39-1.
Everyone has something on 39-1, and you will find so many posts about 39-1 because there are so many people asking questions about it.
Okay.
If comment number and see you'll
that's the first regulation I memorized in the Army. So it doesn't surprise me.
What are the three main categories of CP uniforms?
Main categories. Oh, like service uniform, dress uniform, working uniform, or corporate uniform.
Oh,
or
you had it.
Yeah.
So there's two styles, corporate and USAF.
Okay, and then you have
categories.
The working, service, and
dress. I think for working they call it field. I'm not 100% sure on that one. We may
the field uniform.
What determines which uniform is appropriate?
Depends on what you're doing and depends on the orders you have.
True. You're not going to go anywhere in an event and not be told what the uniform of the day is.
Yep.
So, discuss the importance of proper uniform wear to the image of CAP by giving an example of a uniform that inspires confidence when you see it. Should your uniform do the same thing? So, specifically in CAP, what would the importance of a proper uniform be?
Well, it shows that you have pride in the uniform, you have pride in the organization, and that you have pride in yourself.
Mm-hmm. So what's an example of the uniform that would inspire confidence in you? So like
one that looks good, that looks sharp.
So do you have a specific maybe person, like their uniform that inspires confidence in you?
Like a specific person?
National commander, regional commander, wing commander, anyone that you've met so far?
Yeah. So I met a wing commander and then at the encampment, so yeah.
All right. And then should your uniform inspire others?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Of course.
Which uniform combination will you wear?
Oh. I mean, I'm not gonna wear my dress trousers with my ADU.
Right. Some of these questions don't make any
with the military, so.
What requirements come with your choice?
Oh, yeah, so with my choice, it has the weight requirement.
Correct. When should I wear a uniform? Is there any time I should not?
At CAP meetings, on the way to CAP and on the way back. Not at any political standoff or event,
Okay.
which always hurts me when I see people wearing military uniforms at those.
Where can you find uniform items in your area?
I guess Vanguard Online. Is there any other place?
The wing building
The
here.
main building?
Our stuff
Yeah.
as a unit.
Do you have rank? Oh,
Yeah,
is
that's
there
in
a
the
hat
box.
rank in Civil Air Patrol?
For officers, yes.
Okay, but not for NCOs.
Correct.
So the NCOs just
NCOs
have
are
the
worn on
sleeve. That's
the
it.
sleeves. Yep.
Okay.
Unless you're a cadet, and then cadet officers, but not cadet enlisted.
Okay.
It's the same requirements, basically.
Oh, okay.
You, what main difference exists in uniform wear between your service and CAP?
What main difference exists?
There's
So,
a lot because it's
yeah.
Army to Air Force.
Yeah, so going from like
Literally,
Army,
the whole
yeah,
thing.
like there's no rank on the sleeve, we wear it on the collar, and we, in the Army, we wear it on the hat. On the,
For
on the
for
patrol cap.
enlisted as well, right?
For enlisted, yeah,
Yeah.
unless we wear it on the hat. Let's see, I think the only person that doesn't wear it on the hat is a chaplain, because they're wearing the cross on the hat.
Correct. If I remember correctly.
In the Army, I don't know what the case is with caps, but
Unit ribbons, they're worn on the above the name tape. CAP and Air Force do not have unit ribbons.
yeah, unit ribbons in the Army are worn on the shoulder.
Ribbons?
No, the unit
So
patches.
there's these ribbons, your individual
Oh,
ribbons,
yeah,
and then your unit
the
ribbon that
award
goes
ribbons.
over the
Oh, yeah,
name
yeah.
tape.
Yeah, units goes over the name tape.
Yeah.
Unit awards go over the name tape.
Right.
Personal awards go over it.
Right.
Um,
And then the name tape is
The
actually
branch.
worn on the pocket instead of over it.
what?
The name tape, or the name plate for the service dress,
Oh, yeah.
it's worn on the pocket instead of over it.
Oh, and
So
cap, it's worn over it.
It's,
Yeah, okay.
it's worn directly over it, no spacing between the pocket and the bottom of the name tape or plate.
Yeah, pretty sure in the Army we had on the pocket.
The pocket flap. Yeah.
Nope.
And
Oh, so that's
the
a
top of the
difference. I didn't
name
even think about
plate,
that, yeah.
the top of
Huh?
the name plate is leveled with the top of the pocket flap, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Okay.
No, it's
It's like
an eighth of an inch below
below.
the top line.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought it was leveled.
No, it's yeah. There's a space.
Okay.
Let's see what other differences.
Do they wear a lot of shoulder cords? Because I know the Air Force does.
Yes, there's shoulder cords. Not a lot.
Okay.
Infantry has a shoulder cord. I think cavalry has one. Rangers have one. But it's like in dress uniform.
Right.
There are probably a few others that I can't think of because I never wore one.
Okay.
So most people don't in the Army.
Almost none in the Air Force.
Yeah.
It's very rare to see a shoulder cord. What can you wear on your cap uniform from your military service?
And you can wear the ribbons.
Correct.
I guess you can wear your badges too.
Yep.
Although Army doesn't have a lot of those.
As long as it's an occupational aviation badge, whatever.
Occupational.
Any occupational badge.
Because like Army, they're not occupational. They don't have occupational badges. They just have specialty badges like airborne, air assault, air crew chief, or like helicopter crew chief.
That's, so which ones have you earned?
None of those in the Army.
in
Just was a I guess there's an Air Force equivalent of that.
Section crew chief. Enlisted airmen is
Was aerospace maintenance?
you were aerospace maintenance
Aerospace maintenance, yeah. That's aircraft maintenance.
2A something something something.
Probably, I don't know. Oh, 16.
Precision measurement, management, and munitions and weapons. So mine was aerospace maintenance.
Chief, what do they call it in the Air Force? I don't.
Especially
Oh,
got the
I'm not getting very.
um
Yeah.
Air Force crew chief. There we go.
No.
Airframe mechanic.
I was an airframe mechanic. I was a crew chief.
Aerospace technician. That doesn't have the damn code.
Oh yeah, that's not that. Specialty codes. Oh, that's like that.
C9 crew chief. Probably not that.
Wasn't C9, I was like 16.
FAA military. Okay. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
This one?
I don't know.
Listed.
It just doesn't give you what it is.
Career.
I don't know.
Alright. Well, I can do some research. Just
I can
tell
probably
me-
look it up.
tell me
I got
everything
my,
that-
I mean, I have paperwork at home
Yeah.
that tells it on there.
Just tell me everything that you've earned through Air Force or Army, and we'll figure something out for
It's
you.
probably on my DD-214, so.
Probably. So we'll figure that out later. What nuances about CAP uniforms do you need to be aware of as a person who served in the military? Everything Air Force.
Yeah, I guess.
That's kind of dumb. This is only for prior cadets, so we can skip that. Styles and purposes. Okay, dress uniform, service uniform, working uniform. You got it, perfect.
Nice.
So there is a corporate style and a USAF style. So the airman battle uniform is under the utility uniforms. BDUs, they were discontinued use.
In 2021?
2021.
Wow. That's...
For CAP anyways.
Yeah, that's pretty recent.
Yeah.
Army got rid of those in like 2000.
Flight duty uniforms fall under working uniforms, and there's a corporate flight duty uniform as well. So there's corporate working uniform, which is this, and then the CFU is the blue BDUs.
Okay.
So it's a bit different. Class A, Class B, you know the difference between those.
Yep.
Army has those.
Yes, we do.
But
and we call them the same thing.
so light blue shirt instead of the jacket, which is Class A. And then mess dress for dress uniform, or semi-formal only for cadets for CAP. So we don't do semi-formal as senior members. Corporate semi-formal uniform is the mess dress equivalent, or something like a tuxedo. Corporate service dress uniform is literally just a blazer over the aviator uniform, and then name tape and a little badge for CAP. The aviator shirt uniform is basically white service uniform, Class B, but they do not wear their military stuff on it.
Right.
It's not
no
allowed.
awards or anything.
Yeah, not allowed. So no occupational badge from the military, no military
name tags.
ribbons. We share the same name tags.
Oh, you still use the
name
tags?
tags? Yeah.
Okay.
They just move from that one to that one.
Okay.
It's the gray Civil Air Patrol name tape for both.
Gray name tape?
Yep. So senior members have a gray name tape instead of
the blue one?
Yep.
Okay.
So cadets have a blue one that they wear.
So I didn't know that.
We'll go over the differences between senior member and cadets later, but
okay.
But yeah, we do share the same name tapes over. Class A's, we actually get a different name tape for the jacket. It's literally just our last name on a silver plate.
Okay.
And then the service uniform actually spells out U.S. Civil Air Patrol.
Yeah,
all of that, and then the last name all the way at the bottom.
I actually got one in the mail that was blue.
Yeah. So that's for your cadet.
Oh, okay.
It's supposed to be gray for senior members.
I wasn't sure if it was for. Okay. So that would be for the cadet. Okay.
Yep. And then corporate working uniform, both fall under service uniform and working uniform. So this polo satisfies the aviator requirement for some reason. Okay. I don't understand why it falls under here either. But.
Right.
Okay, so the next one. You understand the purposes, I'm assuming. For the
yes.
3. Okay. So Air Force style, senior member, gray. And this is male. So male, females down here. So male senior member, they've got the silver or gray name tape.
So does NCOs wear the rank on the shoulder like that?
On the sleeves. This is for officer.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
You're probably busy, but can you step forwards? No?
Probably not at this moment.
Okay.
If you could find someone else, that would be great.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. So remember how I said there's a limit of 4 badges?
Yeah.
For
so
both this
1, 2, 3, 4.
It also applies here. Okay. This one actually has 5 because it's showing a command insignia. So
that counts?
This does not count against the 4. This actually has 5.
Okay, so what's the command insignia?
So the command insignia designates that someone has served or is currently serving as a commander at some echelon. Could be a squadron commander, could be a wing commander, and so on and so forth.
They have the different insignia.
Correct.
Depending on what level they're at.
That insignia, it depends on where it's placed, whether it's below or above. That designates whether they are currently serving or has served.
Okay.
It's weird. I don't understand why they do it like that. So see this one, it's above the name tape. So they have I'm not 100% sure, don't take me on this one.
Or is that
Previously
because of
served,
the female uniform.
it's possible that it could be just because it's female, but this one also shows it under instead of over. And I know
This one
specialty
doesn't have
track
a
ones
pocket.
go over. That's true too. I'm not 100% sure.
Because the U.S. Air Force style doesn't have pockets on you, and the Army's
on
the
the
same
females
way.
anyways.
There's no the Army's female uniform doesn't have pockets on it either.
That's possible. This also shows a chaplain, Jewish chaplain, right there. But so for the Class A's, the ribbons are mandatory. For Class B's, the ribbons are not. So they are optional. When they are mandatory, you may wear all ribbons or some ribbons. So you could wear as little as one ribbon, as long as there is one or more ribbons on the Class A's. You're in regs. Why you wouldn't wear more,
That's
I
interesting.
don't understand.
It's hard to keep up after a while.
Well, so here's the cool thing. For senior members, they only wear their highest ranked cadet ribbon.
Mm-hmm.
And that is literally all they are allowed to wear. For cadets, they may choose to reduce their size of their ribbon rack by only wearing their highest earned.
So if you were a prior cadet, you can only wear one ribbon?
Correct.
One of the cadet ribbons?
One cadet program ribbon, yes.
Oh,
Whichever one
which
is
is
your
the highest.
highest. And if there is a...
Okay, so you don't have a whole bunch of senior ones and then a whole bunch of cadet
Correct.
ones? Okay. That makes sense.
But for cadets, they may,
I was wondering
they
about
may
that,
choose
actually.
to reduce their rec size
Mhm.
if they have like so many that it's going up to their shoulder and bam.
Yeah, because some of them are pretty. There's a lot of cap ribbons.
So they may choose to reduce their rack size by only wearing their highest earned.
From what I saw, it looked like the limit was 28.
I mean, personally, I have ordered a 32 rack,
Really?
but that's only because I have a project going on and I am not wearing the rack. My project is literally just to
Oh, is it just going to be
Just
like a
to-
display?
a display one, yes.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
So this is my current 32 rack display. Literally every ribbon that I have ever earned. Some of them, yes, are Army JROTC.
Those look like Army ones.
Some are Air Force,
Those-
because I was prior Air
Oh,
Force.
okay. I was going to say that looks like the
All of
National
these-
Defense ribbon and the
Yep.
Global War and Terrorism ribbon.
All of these
and-
are CAP ones,
which that makes sense
all the way
because
down
you
to
were in there.
the encampment one.
That one almost looks like a Purple Heart.
That one?
Yeah.
That's a Curry.
Huh?
That's the Curry ribbon.
Oh, okay.
That's the very first cadet program one that you earn.
Okay.
So, going over that, introducing corporate style, I've basically already told you the differences there. Next one. All right. List of new updated uniform items for commonly needed after transitioning from cadet to senior member. Senior groups the cloth insignia for utility uniforms. Do you know about the flight officer ranks? Yes.
Flight officer ranks.
Correct. So
What do you mean?
there's something.
Is that different from just regular officer ranks?
Correct.
Okay.
This is something that cadets, senior members that are 18 to 21,
Mm-hmm.
they're not full adults yet. So they have to wear flight officer ranks. They are basically the equivalent of second lieutenant, first lieutenant, and captain,
Mm-hmm.
but they are flight officer, technical flight officer, and senior flight officer. This is literally just to distinguish whether you are above 21 or not.
Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah.
So if they make it to the senior flight officer, then when they turn 21, they get the captain rank?
Yes.
Okay.
Or their time as a senior flight officer goes towards their captain rank.
Okay.
Time and grade.
Hmm.
Yeah. So they also use the same kind of cloth insignia on their ABUs. So you know how the butter bar has their cloth, and it's literally just a white stripe instead of a butter bar.
Okay.
Let me show you.
Yeah. I'll probably have to need a visual on that.
Let's go with my CAP one. So flight officer CAP rank. So this one's a senior flight officer.
Okay, so it's just a white
three white stripes as a senior flight officer. There
Two.
you go. This one shows it better. So flight officer, technical flight officer, senior flight officer. That's for their.
So that's only for people who are
between 18 and 21. Yeah. But for the ABUs, it looks like this on the.
The blue background.
Yep. Not seeing any others like that. Oh, I just saw. There we go. That's what they look like. If it'll load. Load. Basic drill. This isn't what I.
Yeah, that's fine.
Anyways,
I saw it. So
yeah, it's very small, but it's a single stripe, two stripes, and three stripes. So yeah, that's a thing. A flight cap with silver braid if you are going as an officer. I'm not sure if that matches for NCO grade senior members. It might. Because see, it's an officer flight cap. It's not. Huh. They may have to update that one. Flight cap with device. The flight cap devices change for senior members, so they don't wear their rank on their flight cap.
Okay.
For the service dress.
Okay.
That's the
seniors don't wear it on the.
Oh, not their rank. They, instead of the cookie, like the cadets have.
Yeah.
The round one. They've got this really ornate eagle-looking one.
Okay.
I'd have to.
What about NCOs?
NCOs still wear the same flight cap device.
So NCO rank?
No NCO rank on the.
Oh, it's the same as the officer.
As the officer, yep.
Okay.
So that's to distinguish senior member versus cadet.
Okay.
Why they senior members and officers? That doesn't make sense. Because senior members, whatever. Yes. So senior member NCOs and senior member officers.
Okay.
They both wear the same
device.
Flight cap device. Yes. Gray grade epaulets instead of the blue grade epaulets. Okay. Gray name tape for Class B blues. The brushed silver nameplate, as I was explaining earlier. Updated ribbons and ribbon rack because they have to reduce to one cadet program. Blue sleeve braid on their jacket, on the Class A jacket. 3 inches up from the wrist
Mm-hmm.
from the end of the jacket sleeve, they wear a blue sleeve guard. 1/2 inch for
Oh, on the
Class A jacket.
jacket.
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
1/2 inch for normal officers up until colonel.
Do NCOs wear that?
No.
I didn't think so.
For officers up until colonel, they wear that 1/2 inch one,
Mhm.
and then generals wear an 1.5 inch
Okay.
thick one. And then US lapel insignia.
Okay, yeah.
No, NCOs have the circle around the US.
Yep. And the
then
officers don't.
officers
Yep.
do not.
That's the same in the Army.
Yes, I remember that. All
I know
right, so more
officers
discussion,
have US and then they have
and then
their yeah, like artillery or whatever logistics. They're I don't know.
So which one do you have of that?
What?
Do you have a special
Specialty?
size, the lapel one?
In the Army?
Yeah,
Yeah, signal.
signal. We may have an equivalent for that.
Yeah, I
for
think Air Force does. Yeah, I saw
So-
that. There's like information,
Yeah.
IT, and communications.
Basically just-
communications, whatever.
Email me everything that you've earned in the military ever, and I'll I'll see if there's an equivalent that you can wear on your blues.
Okay.
Which uniforms require grooming standards?
All of them.
Except,
Corporate.
yeah.
So
Literally-
you don't have to take a bath for corporate.
Well,
I mean, that's a grooming standard.
technically, yes.
You don't have to cut your hair
Correct.
or anything.
Correct.
Okay.
I had hair down to my shoulders
Okay.
because I was only wearing corporate, but that's also because I was fat body.
Okay. So
People can wear beards down to their chests
So I guess.
and corporate uniform, but their question is which ones require the grooming standards? So Air Force style.
Yes.
Yeah. Which uniforms require weight standards?
The Air Force.
Air Force ones. What is the basic uniform requirement?
The basic
So-
uniform requirement.
Correct.
Weight. The weight standard. The weight. No.
That's not what they're asking.
Okay.
Which uniform are you required to have? Which uniform style are you required to
The
have?
working one.
Wrong.
Service one.
Correct.
So the dress blues.
The-
That's the.
Basic minimum requirements for uniform is a member must, and this includes senior members and cadets, a member must be obtain and maintain a service uniform, whether it be the U.S. Air Force style or the corporate aviator uniform.
Oh, that is interesting.
And that is like regulation 1.
And this is the service uniform?
2.
That you're wearing now.
This is the working uniform.
Okay. Which is the corporate? Service
So
uniform?
technically, this one does fall under a service uniform. In the regulations, it does specify corporate aviator shirt uniform, and not just the working uniform.
Okay, even though that is
Under the service
under the
uniform.
service uniform, it does not count for the minimum uniform.
Correct.
Maintaining. Okay.
So either this blue one or the white one
Okay.
is the minimum uniform requirement.
The white one is the
That's the
corporate
aviator
uniform?
one. Yes. That's the corporate aviator uniform.
Okay, and you can wear the rank insignia with that one?
Yes. We share the same rank insignia on the corporate and the,
Okay.
because you earn second lieutenant, first lieutenant, or captain such and such, and et cetera, et cetera.
Oh, and you don't have any rank for that uniform.
Correct.
Okay, that makes sense.
Now I've got a good.
Is there, for that aviator uniform, is there a requirement, special requirement for the trousers? Like, do they have to be gray?
Gray, yes.
They have to be
They
gray.
have to be gray dress pants.
Gray
And
dress.
specifically, they should be dark gray.
Dark
Not a light gray.
Okay.
Do you know the belt differences?
I know
For
like
both.
the Air Force style, but not.
Yep. So Air Force
not the
is
surf- So you have a blue one with a silver plated
silver buckle.
buckle,
Correct.
and then this one you're supposed to be wearing a rigger. So don't look at my belt right now.
That's fine.
I
So
have
for the
every-
corporate, it should be civilian make, black,
Black.
leather, and silver buckle of a plain nature.
Okay.
Not like a giant Texan.
Right. But it can be either like
Either
that or that.
like the Air Force buckle or
But it has to be a black belt.
black leather belt.
Leather belt.
And then this one can be black or brown.
Okay.
But again, silver buckle, plain in nature.
Okay.
And again, gray pants.
So the male uniform has this uniform, you have to tuck it in, but the females don't.
If the females order the princess cut one, yes,
Yeah.
correct. If they order
This
just a
way,
regular,
then they have to cut it.
then they have to tuck it in, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that literally what it's called, princess cut?
That's what the
Or
Air
is that
Force
the
calls
nickname? Okay.
their top cut. Ooh, that's something else we could go over. So in the picture,
Yeah.
this one's a tuck-in version.
Yeah.
There's another version.
Oh yeah, that has like the little.
It's called an overblouse.
Yeah, I know. What you're
And the
talking about.
corporate
Yeah.
also has that.
Okay.
No pockets.
I mean, not that pertains to me. But,
I know.
But it's
Still,
good to know
It's good to know.
because.
So both the princess cut of the blues and the overblouse of the corporate are both worn outside.
Right.
They're not tucked in. And that's mainly because of where the pants lay and how freaking high up the shirt
yeah,
ends.
yeah.
So it's yeah. All right. So we've gone over that finally. So yeah, the very first section, second paragraph, first sentence. Individual members will obtain and maintain for wear either of the minimum basic uniforms described here. Second sentence. The minimum basic Air Force style uniform is the blue service uniform, Class B, with short sleeve. So specifically short sleeve one, not the long sleeve one, because the long sleeve also adds in the tie
Yeah.
requirement
Yeah.
and possibly the cufflinks if you can't, buckle your sleeves.
Okay.
That's optional. Or blouse as appropriate. The third sentence, minimum basic cap corporate uniform is the aviator shirt uniform with short sleeve shirt or blouse as appropriate. So let's list the
insignia on the service uniform.
yes.
Someplace to sit where I can't go stir crazy listening to kids give their first lesson.
Sir, what are the required insignia on the service uniform?
The required insignia on the service being the blues would be
Just
Either the corporate or the Air Force style.
this or the ranks. Wing pass.
service uniform, the corporate aviator, sorry. I should,
Oh, the white ones.
yeah, I should, because that's the basic minimum uniform requirement, is an aviator shirt,
Yeah, just do the
one,
rings
And name?
just the ranks
and your name tag.
and name tag. Okay,
Your
let's
name
see.
tag.
So-
Patches are.
Grade,
For grade
label
insignia,
insignia,
lapel insignia for the class A's,
name tag, and ribbons.
mandatory on the class A's, optional on class B's, and badges.
Aren't we
Badges.
supposed to, if you've earned it, you gotta wear it.
Correct. Basically.
For badges?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I'm saying.
But that's why you're like,
whatever you've
I need to know what
earned,
you earned so I
Yeah.
can put it on it because those are required. Okay.
Yeah. Whatever you've earned, just send me a list. I'll give you my email and we can work things out.
And some
Um,
people will call you on the silly ones.
Yeah.
The silly ones?
Yeah, I get called every once in a while because I don't wear my wings.
Well, wings are required if you've earned them.
Right. But I don't fly anymore as an observer, so, or, for the other one. Scanner. I'm gonna let the pilot step on those.
Yeah.
That in the wrong?
That does make sense.
Yeah.
What
I was in there,
insignia?
I would say it's different.
What insignia and badges may be worn on the cap uniform? I don't know why they phrased it like that. Because a lot of things
The
may
optional
be
one?
worn.
Okay, all the ones you've earned and specialty ones you've earned in the military, right?
Is combat badges on
I'm actually not sure.
it?
I'd
Is there
have
a
to
ribbon
check.
for it?
It's a badge, not a ribbon. But actually there are ribbons. So I have ribbons and badges too.
And so, I don't know how many of the ribbons you're allowed to wear, it's all of them or something.
If it is for mandatory
military.
wear for class A's, which it is, then you may wear some or all. For class B's, ribbons are optional. So you only have to maintain one set of ribbons. That's the cool thing about class A's.
Well, that's great. I have one set of ribbons now.
Yeah,
And they're gonna grow.
right.
Oh, so it's already big.
Yeah. Where do you acquire cap uniform?
Vanguard Online.
And
The wing building?
here,
Oh,
as a unit, yeah,
Oh, yeah. And
because we have some
rummage through the car.
some items here.
We're gonna have more items here shortly.
Yeah,
Do you have any,
we're going to be moving
do you have any
everything
cap
from the wing.
E6 rank here?
Cap E6.
No, we'd have to order those.
Yeah.
Something that we have.
We don't miss.
I didn't think you would since I haven't seen any.
So are you
NCO.
planning on?
Seattle moved to Florida.
Yeah.
She was in-
So, are you planning on going NCO rank?
Yeah, I'm just gonna do
as-
NCO.
You're not planning on going officer or anything?
Well, actually, I looked at the regulation. It says if you get a command, you can switch
Yeah.
and then switch back.
And then switch back.
So if that ever happens, then I'll burn that bridge when I get to it.
Okay. That's cool. All right.
They earn the same levels. as the military.
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll just start as E6.
E6. Cool. Which is
Tech sergeant.
Tech sergeant. Yeah. I think after tech sergeant,
Yeah.
There-
One is,
there's
like,
some
there's like,
sort
there's
of
only one
limitation.
master sergeant. Well, it said there's only one master sergeant per unit.
Per unit or per?
Per unit.
But that's-
Per wing, right?
Yeah.
Chief per wing, and then master sergeant per unit.
Yeah. That's why I was like, I don't see anyone else, so I guess I'm a shoo-in.
Yeah, our old NCO moved to Florida, so he's
It just says it take.
an opening has opened up for you. I guess.
So it says time and grade.
Yeah.
Has to be FBE6. Is that time and grade in cap, or does my active military count as time?
As an E6?
as an E6.
Okay, so what is for you to promote to E7?
Yeah.
I'm assuming that would be in cap.
In cap.
Okay.
So it would be like.
I think it's 2 years. Is it 2 years?
Yeah.
To go from E6 to E7? Or
Something.
This is brand new to us.
Okay.
Together.
Yeah, I'll do some more research and get the specifics, but
Yeah.
yeah, we'll make sure you get what you deserve when
All right.
you earn it.
Sweet.
Please note, Vanguard is the only official
Official.
supplier for cap insignia, not necessarily uniform, but insignia.
Yeah.
Other suppliers may not have correct color palettes or designs, etc. If it looks right, it looks right.
Yeah.
So
Just
like
be-
Civil Patrol and tapes,
Mm-hmm.
for years we've always tapes.
Danes. Okay.
So down at my hill,
Okay.
Oh, Dangs.
tapes.
Dang.
It's right at the, Cupid's Hill.
Yeah, I'm in a hill.
The mouth of, or the South Gate, the Pizza Hut,
It's right there.
Okay. Like where the mall,
like the Dewdrop Inn.
it's been a while since I've gone to the hills. So.
There's a strip mall there.
Okay.
Right at the mouth of the Butte. So you're coming up, Hillfield Road,
Uh-huh.
right before you get to the light, there's a
A Pizza
strip
Hut to
mall.
the right.
Pizza Hut, strip mall. Inside that strip mall on the east side,
Uh-huh.
barber shop / things, airsoft.
Okay. They have some Border Patrol rings.
Yeah, not the rings, but the
The
tapes.
Oh, the
tapes.
tapes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's on and all that good stuff.
We may need to get him a new set because his mother
Yeah. I don't know.
Trimmed
Cut
them.
them, and I'm like,
didn't. She trimmed them
Instead of holding
and
them
sewed
under.
them with a space above the.
yeah. I mean, it looks good, but it's not right. So
Yeah. It's fine. For now,
We'll get.
we'll get you a new set.
We just won't-
I think I
Yeah.
think I have another set.
Okay.
I think I got some extras.
I know the Civil Air Patrol one comes in a pack of 2.
Yeah.
No, the name
No,
one comes in a
names.
pack of 2. So you may
And I
have.
think I got
set.
more because I got one because I didn't know it came in a packet
your
too.
kid,
So I
too.
got one for him and so we got like 4 of them.
So your name should be
So
fine,
we should have
but
one. And I
we
think
might have a
I don't
separate
know.
one.
I'll have to look
All right.
at I'll have to look at my box.
Assemble your first CAP uniform. You've already proven that you can.
Mostly.
Speaking of uniform,
Oh, yes, she did. She said she will bring it to me at the end of the meeting.
she's wearing it.
Yeah. Do you have specifics? We can move on to 9-1. It separates everything down from the styles and the uniforms. So.
Okay.
Do you have a USAF blues uniform? Or
Of course, I still have them. Yeah, because this was like, yeah,
blues.
blues.
Yeah.
The shirt, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I was a lot skinnier back
Overall.
then. Yeah.
If you still have your stuff on the uniform, you could probably pull the occupational badge off that too.
No,
Yes.
I think I got rid of all my Air Force
Insignia.
Do that.
unit like dress uniforms and stuff. Yeah, I don't think I have any insignia for the Air Force.
Yeah.
I think I have some uniforms that I just never got around to getting rid of because they were like the old ones. So like yeah, I know I cleaned out everything and I kept my dress blues uniform from the Army,
Okay.
and I kept like one uniform, and then I had some stuff. I did Air Force ROTC for a while, so I have like dress uniforms from that. Those.
You may have the old style Class A's then.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Is it changed?
Yeah. So, if we go back to no, they didn't have that picture on there.
No, I'm pretty sure it's a blue shirt and
Yep.
blue pants.
Yeah,
Which is what Cap uses, isn't it?
correct.
Yeah, it's
But-
the buttons on it, the style of the lapels.
Oh, I don't think you have the. Oh, yeah, the jacket. Yeah, the jacket changed, but not the dress shirt.
No, the dress shirt is basically the same.
Okay.
But the new style Class A only has. Oh, for
What?
sake. That's not air.
What is that?
I have no idea what that pulled up. All right,
That is the Army though.
What?
So-
Oh yeah, the army went from green
that's the
to
old style.
blue, and now tan.
Yeah. So that's the old style. Function pockets, to non-functional pockets down here, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
So that's the
That looks like the
old
one I
style. This one is the new style.
Oh, three buns. instead of
Literally
4 buns.
zero
I know.
functional button pockets at all.
Yeah,
Zero
well, you
pocket
never
over
use them
here.
Anyway, so.
Zero pocket over here, and then just like a
Okay.
pocket flat.
Is that the
not
one
even
that
full
Cap
pocket.
uses now?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think the one I got has 4 pockets now, so.
So this actually
But I
shows
only
a
need the,
perfect
the minimum requirement is just the shirt and pants, right?
shirt and pants,
Which I
short
have.
sleeves.
I don't think that, if they fit me, I'll be super surprised.
So this actually shows
I
a
think I got at least 4 or 5 inches
Yeah.
from that, from those days.
this shows a good difference between the senior member and cadet stuff. So this is cadet airman with an optional
yeah.
tie. This shows a cadet officer, which I don't know why they show it without ribbons. Because the ribbons for cadets are mandatory, correct?
I think they're optional
They are on the captain's Class B's, yeah.
It's all or nothing.
Do they have
That
a
I didn't know.
logistics badge?
Yeah, that's a specialty though.
I did logistics in the Army team.
Okay, so we can probably get you signed
That's
off
an
as
Army.
a technician, as a logistics technician, possibly.
So I did logistics, communications, and
So comms is a
That's a
specialty track. Logistics is a specialty track. I'm not sure if they come with occupational badges though, as military.
So my favorite.
it's above your pay grade.
I never had it, but.
You're the highest paid grade here.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes, but when I got all my tech ratings, and then they went and changed everything all up,
Yeah.
so I had to go relearn everything again. And then every question, I come with a certified rating in X, Y, and Z from the military. How does that transfer?
I'll do some research, figure stuff
Yeah, I
out.
know some things transfer, but.
Yes, I know. Like CFI transfers as a promotion, basically.
Like an eager cadet, were you a cadet?
I was not.
He was not a cadet.
So like cadets, an eager cadet, which is to the colonel, comes into an adult, he automatically, well, let me say automatically, gets what people looking.
Yeah.
Transfer cadet program to this technician rating. For the adult side, because they assume you know the program. But you don't know the adult side.
Yeah.
Okay, so then in that same philosophy in my head is, you know all about logistics.
But I don't know how the.
Cap doesn't.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Communications would take you probably 10 seconds to figure out how we use cap radios.
Yeah.
We'll get you ICUT certified or something.
Hmm.
We'll get you ICUT certified.
Yeah.
Well, I
Just
guess
call
that
back,
basically.
do it.
Just need to get to my level 1 stuff first.
Well, we have our communications officer, Major Ariana.
Yeah, I might
He
have.
could sign on off.